Greetings, friends, and welcome to the Den with me, Justin, the Red Island Shaver, for the Monday video. So glad to have you all aboard with me here today. Let's get right into it. So, the soap. This was a creative idea between Brent Conrad. I'm sure you've seen Brent in a lot of the comment sections. Brent is an awesome fellow maritimer from the east coast of Canada. So, of course, he's an awesome guy because maritimers rock. That's all there is to it. Brent, you rock. And Serge over at Shaving with Serge, and that is SMG soaps, Guns and Roses. And ooh, what a scent on this one. Very, very nice. It's a very nice rose scent, and I'm usually not a fan of florals, but I like this one because it has the guns in it. It has cordite, the smell of gunpowder. And not like raw gunpowder, but this smells exactly like a spent round. So the smell you get after you fire off a round. So basically, this soap, in the sum of its parts, smells like you just clapped some chucklehead out behind a fucking rose bush. And it smells exquisite. Love it. Absolutely love it. Great scent on this one. And for the brush for today, going with the, I know this one's getting a lot of use, guys, but you know what? I absolutely love it. The Simpsons, get a look at that. Yeah, that's right. I got a Simpsons. Yeah, a Simpsons. But it's a synthetic, but whatever. It's still a Simpsons. See? Look at that. Simpsons. Trafalgar T3. Love this brush. Got this from Melly Mel. If you guys want to get your own brush from Melly Mel, who I'm pretty sure is the main distributor for Simpsons North America, he's located in beautiful Pensacola, Florida. That's Northwest Florida, if you don't know. Planet Earth. Anyway, I digress. If you want to get your very own one of these, you can order one at Top of the Chain or the Razor Company. I think Jason restocked after Mel bought them out. And or you can try and win one from Mel on BBS.Live, because he's known to give these away with reckless abandon. But anyway, a great knot. If you have not used one, it's a synthetic. I'm going to say this is, for me, from what I've used and experienced, this is probably like the best non-artisan synthetic brush on the market. And by non-artisan, I mean obviously commercially mass-produced synthetic knot. It's friggin' outstanding. I think that's enough of a load. I've only used this soap once, so that was on camera too, ironically. I gotta really start using some of this shit, you know that? But anyway, it's just always so many soaps to go through, and then there's always themes of the weeks and stuff, so sometimes I kind of forget about things, if you know what I mean. And then plus I'm forgetful too. But anyway, whatever. We will load and lather. We already loaded. We will now lather. Speaking of the Razor Company, it was awesome to see this weekend the Razor Company and Shannon's soaps release of the Warrior for our very own Kim Gray, a member of our community, going through cancer right now. And that soap was done to raise money for Kim. And yeah, you guys and myself, the wet shaving community, you absolutely stepped up to the plate, as I knew the community would. That soap sold out pretty quick. I'm thinking it was about an hour, thereabouts, that sold out. And I'm not surprised. I knew it was going to sell out, and I knew it was going to sell out fast. So a huge shout out to the community, to Jason at the Razor Company, and to Shannon's for doing that for Kim. Absolutely incredible. And so great to see everybody jumping on board, grabbing that soap to help out Kim. I know I have mine coming. My man Brent got one too. Actually, he ordered them for both of us. So there are 2 soaps coming to the east coast of Canada for sure. And speaking of the Warrior, if you did not get the Warrior, you were unable to get it, listen very carefully as we load this. And this is lather. This is lathering very, very nicely. I like this soap base, actually. Gives you a nice fluffy lather with a little bit of heft to it. Anyway, listen very carefully. This Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, as in 2 days from today, on the Canadian Mafia Show on Instagram, And our page is at CanadianMafia Show. And there's a link down below, right to our Instagram page, in the description box below. Courtesy of Jared Francis, also known as the Thirsty Badger. Check out his lather bowls and his brush soakers, by the way. Absolutely incredible. And look at this lather. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. So, this Wednesday, courtesy of Jared, the Thirsty Badger, show is going to start at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. There will be a giveaway for the Warrior. We are giving away a set of Emperor Oud, I believe it is. Or is it Indigo Oud? Maybe it's Indigo Oud. We're giving away a set of something that smells like oud from Shannon's soap. And we're also, and that's a set, by the way, the Soap and Splash. And we're also giving away a Warrior soap. And by I say we're doing the draw, but it's from Jared. Jared purchased it. It is currently sitting at the Razor Company, ready to ship out to the winner. So go to the Canadian Mafia page on Instagram. Look for the post with the picture of the Warrior. Okay? And on that post is the instructions to enter the giveaway. Follow the instructions to the letter. I can't stress that enough. Follow the instructions as you're instructed to. Because Magic Mike is the one that does our giveaways. And Magic Mike is firm but fair. The way any good mafia should be. And the rules are there for a reason. And because it makes his life easier with the comment picker. So just follow the rules. You'll be entered for the random draw. And good luck to you all. Razor for today. Once again, we're going with the Fat Guy from Global Shave Club with a second use Wizamet, 2 days of growth. Gonna use this again because I used this head to head against the Fat Boy, which, I mean, this is a replica. It's supposed to shave just like the Fat Boy, so it should shave just like the Fat Boy. And I found it missed the mark just a wee little bit, so I figured I'm going to use it from the standpoint of somebody that doesn't own a Fat Boy and they purchased this razor because they want a Fat Boy and either can't afford a Fat Boy due to sometimes the secondary market prices, or they can't find one. And so they bought this. So this will be the second assessment. So first pass, yeah, pretty good. I still think it's got just a touch more blade feel than the original Fat Boy. It's definitely a little bit louder than the original Fat Boy due to the materials being used, I do believe, but we'll see how it goes for the entire shave. Soap is performing nicely. I actually really do like this scent. I really do. I get a lot of cordite on this scent. A lot of burnt gunpowder. I really do. And very little rose. If anything, the rose adds a little sweetness to the scent of the gunpowder. Yeah, really nice. Kind of hard to get these soaps though. Made them very small release. I think there's only 12 of them made, I think. So trying to, well, you have to find one in the secondary market. Yeah, for some reason it just struggles right there. Definitely a little bit rougher on this pass than the original Fat Boy, so maybe the blade gaps are supposed to be identical, so maybe it's maybe this has a bit more blade exposure. I tried looking at them side by side. It looks like this blade almost sticks out a little bit straighter than the Fat Boy. on the plane of the top cap. It almost looked like the Fatboy is just angled in just a little bit. Or angled down. Oh, I don't know. It's doing alright though. I mean, it's a tough one. I would still recommend getting an original Fatboy if you can. Because, I mean, let's be honest, vintage razors are awesome. And, you know, it is hard to replicate the originals. Just, you know, it just is. So, I think I would still recommend the original Fatboy. But if you could not find an original Fatboy, then you absolutely had to have one, then yeah, I think this could be a reasonable facsimile. You're still going to get a pretty good shave with it. It's just not quite the Fatboy shave that I'm used to. I'm actually going to drop. I usually do the whole shave on number 4, but I'm actually going to switch down to number 3. So when you're switching this, make sure you loosen the head. Make your adjustment, tighten it back down the quarter turn. See, I'm actually going to go with, say, number 3. Okay, so that feels more Fatboy-like right there on that pass. So this setting 3 feels more like my setting 4 on the original. And I find setting 4 to actually be a pretty mild setting. It's not aggressive in any way, shape, or form. It's very interesting. Yeah, because I can do lots of buffing here on setting 3, which with setting 4 on this Fatguy, I would not be doing that. Interesting. So the blade gaps maybe are the same. As the Fatboy, but the way the blade is presented maybe it's just a little bit different. Maybe this has just a little bit different angle of attack. Yeah, so I'll have to do another shave with this on setting number 3 for the entire shave, I think, just to really give a full analysis. But that wasn't a bad cleanup pass at all, actually. Very interesting. Anyway, we're going for the cold water rinse. A little bit of irritation over here. I don't think it's from the soap. I know the soap burns Serge. I think he had to get rid of it. Or did it burn him, or his significant other couldn't, or his daughter couldn't handle the scent. It was one or the other. I think somebody either had an allergic reaction to smelling it or it burned him. It was one or the other. I know that, but I know he had to move it on. So anyway, I don't think that's a soap reaction over here. I think that's shaving angle reaction. But anyway, I'll know soon enough after I let this matching splash soak in, because if anything is going to burn you, this will really light you up. And this is full alcohol. Oh, I can smell it from here. Woo! Yeah, just a little tingle, like from alcohol burn. So yeah, that could be a fragrance issue. We'll see. Put a little bit more on, why not, eh? Oh, it could be having a fragrance reaction. Oh, okay. Well, let's double down and get as much of that on the skin as possible then. And we'll go with that. And if that burns me and lights me up, then after this is done, then I will have to I'll have to return to the den and wipe it off the face, I guess, and then go from there. But anyway, it feels all right. Maybe a little bit of burn through here. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Anyway, that is the shave for today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Do appreciate it. So, yeah, final thoughts. The fat guy. Yeah, I mean, if you can't get a fat boy, then I think it'll serve you well. It is kind of pricey, though. At $130, one would assume on the secondary market or even somewhere like Razor Emporium or on the BSTs, you could probably find a real fat boy for less than $130, I'm guessing. So keep that in mind. And there seems to be a good amount of them out there in the wild too. So that's it for today. Thanks so much for tuning in. Do appreciate it. As always, be safe, be kind to one another. Most importantly, have a great day, even better shave. We're going to catch you the next one. Peace.